name is Joe Roberts. I work for the state. I'm a sergeant out in Perrineville, barracks number 8. I've always done an honest job, honest as I could. Got a brother named Frankie. Frankie ain't no good. Well, ever since we were young kids, it's been the same come down. I'd get a call on the shortwave, Frankie's in trouble downtown. Well, if it was any other man, I'd put him straight away. But sometimes when it's your brother, you look the other way. Yeah, me and Frankie laughing and drinking, nothing feels better than blood on blood. Taking turns dancing with Maria while the band played the night of the Johnstown flood. I catch him when he's straying, like any brother should. Man turns his back on his family, he ain't no good. Well, Frankie went into the army back in 1965. I got a farm deferment, settled down, took Maria for my wife. But them wheat prices kept on dropping till it was like we was getting robbed. Frankie came home in '68. Me, I took this job. Yeah, me and Frankie laughing and drinking, nothing feels better than blood on blood. Taking turns dancing with Maria while the band played the night of the Johnstown flood. I catch him when he's straying, teach him how to walk that line. Man turns his back on his family, ain't no friend of mine. The night was like any other. I got a call about 8:45. There was trouble at a roadhouse out on the Michigan line. There was a kid on the floor looking bad, bleeding hard from his head. There was a girl crying at a table. It was Frankie, she said. I ran out and I jumped in my car, then I hit the lights. I must have done about 110 through Michigan County that night. It was down by the crossroads, out by Willow Bank. Seen a Buick with Ohio plates, behind the wheel was Frank. Well, I chased him through them county roads till a sign said Canadian border 5 miles from here. Pulled over to the side of the highway, watched the tail lights disappear. Yeah, me and Frankie laughing and drinking, nothing feels better than blood on blood. Taking turns dancing with Maria while the band played the night of the Johnstown flood. I catch him when he's straying, like any brother should. Man turns his back on his family, he ain't no
Good evening, and probably not good morning to anybody because it's damned early down under. But some of us can't wait all night just for them not to get up. So we're going to start now, and who knows? It might be a bit of time for some American folks to pop by if it's in their afternoon, or it might not. We shall find out. Alrighty. Highway themed songs to celebrate. Well, it's a week early, but the 60th anniversary of Highway 61 Revisited, which is, I believe, an album you guys might have heard of. My favourite Dylan album, not that I've heard all of them. Well, we'll see about Desolation Row. I'm not against it. It is a touch on the long side, as we know. But on that note, let's kick off with whatever Spotify decides to play, and it could be that. It could be either of those start suggestions, or it could be something completely different. But either way, it will be what we're hearing. And it will be... Oh, can you feel the tension? Oh, okay. We're starting on the Dixie Highway with Journey and Steve Perry making a really cringy stage announcement here.
We're going to do a brand new song about a highway that runs from Detroit all the way down to Florida.
But yes, this is a new song that never had a studio version. And maybe you'll see why. Haha. And how is everybody? How have your weeks been, lads? Bostart, your debut appearance will be on the channel on Monday, and excitingly, as of, I don't know what, Thursday night, gained access to YouTube's auto-dubbing, which means people won't just be able to watch us talk shit about Queen in English, they'll be able to see us dubbed into French and German and Hindi, Korean, Japanese, and other languages. Whether they will choose to do this or not, I'm not sure at all. Probably not, but they can, is the point. And Evan David can watch us in all of those languages and find out which one he likes the best. The late cancellation's been transport related, I'm taking it, most are. Bletchley Park is definitely worth a visit, as I'm sure you found out. Well, I believe they're working on more languages all the time, Evan David. I don't think Welsh is going to be high on their priorities, though. Shocking, I know. There was a time, I think, towards the end of Steve Ogier's stint fronting Journey, where they decided to bring back a bunch of really deep cuts, including this one. I think that lasted for about a week before they reverted to just playing all the old hits again. Maybe slightly longer, but it was the last time they shook things up for pretty much ever, as far as I can tell. Okay. Superman is but one man, but he's better than the Fantastic Four. Well, good work, Mr. Man. But good to hear both of those were worth the time and money spent, Evan David. Anything else coming up, movie-wise? Well, it's funny, Bostart, you know I love my AOR. And most AOR fans rate Escape as the greatest AOR album of all time. I rate it as about the worst. I think it's, full of very, very average songs for the most part. And the rockers are just embarrassing. They do rock, but they're lame. That's my opinion. It's not one shared by very many people at all, as is common with my opinion. Generally, Journey are one of my favourite AOR bands. Arctic Toto are way up in front. Survivor, surprisingly to some people, taking the second spot, and then Journey getting the bronze. But mainly, I mean, they get a lot of points for Steve's voice and Neil's guitar. But yeah, they're not quite as strong in the songwriting department. Alright, we're going to roll right through to another Highway song. Because, I mean, I didn't buy this especially to play tonight, but I did pick up, I was in Ealing yesterday for a short film. And whenever I go to Ealing for a short film, which is about twice a year because there's a film school there that asks me lots of things, I pop into the Oxfam, and so I nabbed that. You may very well wonder why I didn't already have it, but I didn't. Now I do. And I also nabbed that, and I don't know why I bought that, but I did. Everything, who I rather like, but haven't found an album I like as much as the most recent album. A couple of Maddox albums, and a Paul McCartney album. I haven't had a solid Paul McCartney album in my collection in possibly ever, and a couple from the War on Drugs as well. So pretty good haul for £22.50. Interesting, Bostart, because I have owned just about every Eagles album apart from the Long Road Out of Eden, and apart from Hotel California, I've never really liked any of them very much at all. There's usually like 3 or 4 really good songs and a lot of dross. Didn't I just say that about Escape? I've never seen The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Evan David, but speaking to BBC Two, I did watch recently. They had a repeat, obviously, from 1976 of Jackson Browne on the Old Grey Whistle Test, and he very kindly gave his support act a song in his limited time slot, which might be of interest to you. Chap by the name of Warren Zevon, who was excellent, of course. That's only up on iPlayer for another little few days, I believe. So if you're interested, check it out soon. It's probably on YouTube as well, I don't know. This will take us neatly into our first track from Highway 61, which just so happens to be one of the two that Evan David requested, or labelled a favourite if he couldn't have his number one favourite, which we'll see about. And then we will head over to Spotify for something completely different.
Back all your invitations.
Yeah, I forgot that you did a dual list with Becca on that one. Becca is one of the holdouts from RTTC who I don't believe has ever popped over to my channel. If she has, she hasn't told me, which is very rude. So have words with her. Yeah, well, I guess Electric Ladyland is another level, Beau Start, but I think it was pretty special from the off, which makes it all the stranger that I haven't got the albums. Of course, the middle album, Axis Bold as Love, is one of Jeff Porcara's, or was one of Jeff Porcara's favourite albums of all time, and hugely influential on the burgeoning drummer that I know and love. So for Beau Start, let's bring it all back home. But where do you stand on best Dylan album, Evan David?
Won't you come see me, Queen Jane? Now when all the clowns that you have commissioned have died in battle or in vain, and you're sick of all this repetition, won't you come see me, Queen Jane?
Yeah, okay. And your top fives were sufficiently different, or did you have to dip into the recesses of your respective top tens to come up with the numbers? A fine choice. And also mine.
At your feet to convince you of your pain, trying to prove that your conclusions should be more drastic. Won't you come see me, Queen Jane?
Do you remember what her number one was, Devin David? Because I doubt it was Angel. Knowing Beckett, it would be something obvious. Wind Cries Mary? I don't know what mine would be. Just realised it was possibly a very silly thing to play Hendrix so early in the stream, but hey, if that proves to be the case, we can always start again. Alrighty, well, it's going to offer me a one of three Doobie Brothers highway songs, but not the one that was requested. So let's pull that off from Spotify instead, just to make sure that I don't forget to put it in. And go to Doobie Reunion album number 1 from 1989, Cycles, and Take Me to the Highway, courtesy of Bostar.
I drove my car to the top of the hill and I looked out across the town.
You know, we might actually just do those two Doobie tunes back to back, because why not? Huh.
I guess I'll have to settle down. We talk about things getting better, but they still look the same to me. It could be a nearsighted heart seeing what it wants to see. So take me to the highway.
I like all three quite a lot. I wish they had more songs with highway in the title, because if they just put road in there, oh mind you, Road Angel's great, but I'm thinking of the more recent ones, it's not so good. I like that you say up to that point, Evan David. Alright. I mean, this might be a pointless poll, but I'm going to do it anyway. Question. Let's see. Well, we already have a yes in, and I know who that's from. And we have a no, so I suspect it's going to be me calling the shots on that one, and I think I'm probably in the no camp, but I'll see. At least I'm in the no for playing it deserving. We could always come back to it much later, potentially. Unless, of course, other people come in and vote and say yes now, in which case, majority rules, of course. Yeah, we'll no, maybe, I don't know. It'll either be the last song on the night or not a song on the night. And the Silk Road Massage comes in just in time for us to get our double doobie action in. I won't do a song war on this because, again, we already know which of these is Bo Start's favourite. It's the one that we just heard. Don't really need to do polls, so I won't. I'll just ask. When it comes to the title track, shall we A, hear the original, or B, hear the Billy Joel cover, or C, hear neither, I suppose, as an option? I have a leaning, but I'll see what you guys say. Party squeaker wins it for both sides. Well, spoiler alert, I think we'll stick with Bob. His version's shorter, surprisingly. So that's how I decide what songs to play. Alrighty. So we won't now hear Desolation Row, but we will hear another Highway song, courtesy of Evan David, from Accept. So I don't believe I will have heard this one before. This is a Midnight Highway, even though it's only 9 o'clock. Spotify has the song, but when I click on the song, it says couldn't find that album. I don't think I've ever seen that habit before. Yeah, surely, Evan David. We don't need to. I generally stick to songs that have things in the titles simply because it's easier for me to search and remember them off the top of my head when compiling things. Yeah, absolutely, Bostart. All highway-related goodness is up for grabs. Probably not Hotel California. I recognise that song, Evan David, now that I'm putting it into the list. Evan David heard this song on a Rock Anthems compilation or such like ages ago, and the song stuck. But he can't tell us anything else about it, which is useless. Useless, Evan David. Sorry. I have not taken my medication tonight. Here. Let's see if we have any joy in getting Spotify to play that right away. Start. We do, we can, we will, we have. So, this is the opening track of the Zuma album from 1988, if Spotify is to be believed. Yeah, we are, gents, only half an hour in, as you know, and we have already got the detected audio in the stream message coming up, so if we go down early, we will come back with a part 2, which I think I've remembered to already set up. But sometimes you get that message and you're still up for ages, so we'll just see how we go, as ever. I think you're right, Evan David, that except for German. You are right, because Bostart confirms it for us. And for this one, co-writer Kurt Howers on keyboards and lead vocal, bass by CCR Stu Cook, and drums by the late great Keith Canoe Face Knudsen.
Like a drive down a dusty highway after the sun's gone down, chasing shadows into the new day, leaving this lonely town. I'm gonna rock, ride, nothing to hide. Let the headlights guide me. I'm gonna roll right into the night. Take the midnight highway.
Yeah, Boaster, I spent how many years? 30 odd years calling them Knudsen until I did a video on the Vices album early on the channel, and someone very kindly corrected me. And they were actually kind. They weren't smarmy like some people can be. All right. Two good tracks with the same name. I won't do a poll, but you can vote for your favourite down in the chat if you so desire. And meanwhile, we're going to play a couple of my favourite hit songs from the first half of the 70s that contain Highway in the title. Yes, we are. And the first one is this, and then we're going to rock things up a bit. Or are we going to roll things down a bit? You see what I did there? Maybe. Anyway, let's start with, I think, my favourite hit from America. If it's not this one, it would be... No, it's this one. It's definitely this one.
Chewing on a piece of grass, walking down the road. Tell me, how long you gonna stay here, Joe? Some people say this town don't look good in snow.
So that's probably the most creative use ever of just two
You don't
chords.
care, I know.
Of course, that wonderful lick that is almost the hook of the song in some ways was Jerry Beckley's contribution to the song. Of course, because Jerry Bernal wrote it when Janet Jackson sampled said lick, he got all the money. Well, yes, Seven David, it is on the list. Is it anywhere near the top of the list? No, but it's on the list.
Wishing on a falling star, waiting for the early train. Sorry, boy, but I've been hit by purple rain. Oh, come on, Joe, you can always change your name. Thanks a lot, son, just the same.
Yes. Yeah. With good songs with Highway, either in the title or just connected. Makes me feel like doing a road trip. Not that I really do road travel anymore, but I once did. Whenever we go back to NZ, we usually do.
Cause the free wind
Of course, this is one of the early America hits that was not produced by George Martin, but everybody thinks was produced by George Martin because he remixed it for the Greatest Hits set and had the overall producer credit on that album. But this was a self-produced single. Or an album, indeed. And of course you've got the great Hal Blaine on drums and Joe Osborne on the bass. And we are indeed going from the smooth highway to a rockier one. This might be my favourite BTO single. No, it's Let It Ride. I like the songs that Fred Turner sings better because he's got a cooler voice. Well, both of those sound good every day. I look forward to Between the Buttons, and Who Are You is not an album I've ever got to, other than the obvious tracks, of course. I'm sure that Bostart will be familiar with it. Bostart hitting a couple of songs there with the semi-memorable tag, which is damning with faint praise there a little bit. It's not generally regarded as one of the great Who efforts, is it? Although I dare say considered somewhat more favourably than the post-Moon albums that followed. Hey Tracy, thanks for popping by on your first task of the day. What time is it there? We're doing great. We hope to see you in the replay when it's up sometime tomorrow. Our time. Yeah, that's pretty early. Well, we had someone in last week who was up at 4 a.m. their time. Not specifically to join the stream, but happened to be awake and couldn't get back to sleep, so did. Alrighty, time, if YouTube will let us, to get back to the featured album of the night, which is, of course, the one from which this title track comes. Is this the... Let's for both start that opening there.
Abraham, kill me a son. Babe said, man, you must be putting me what you want, eh? But next time you see me coming, you better run. Well, Abe said, where you want this killing done? God said, on Highway 61. Well, Georgia Sam, he had a bloody nose. Welfare department, they wouldn't give him no clothes. They asked poor Howard, where can I go? Howard said, there's only one place I know. Sam said, tell me quick, man, I got to run. Oh, Howard just pointed with his gun and said, that way down Highway 61.
Oh, hi Albert, welcome to the stream. You let me know what the connection to highways, a town called Hypocrisy, is. Maybe you get on the highway to go there. But if not, we can always fit in songs that are slightly off piece. But just to warn you, this stream might get taken down soon, and if it does, there'll be a part 2 which I'll drop into the chat so you can follow us there. Basically, if we don't play that song here, then we might get to it in part 2. Let me tell a second mother this has been done. But the second mother, yeah, it's not too long a song, is it? Now the roving gambler, he was very bored. There's actually a thing called an Acme siren. Things you find out. We'll just put some bleachers out in the sun and have it on Highway 61. From here we will move right along to Evan David's request, and if Albert is still around and YouTube lets us, we'll listen to A Town Called Hypocrisy by the Lost Prophets, because, well, why the hell not? And then next time we come back to that album, as in Highway 61, it will be for a song requested or favorited by Mr. Bostart himself, and also me. So you have to remind me, Evan David, where did this come in your top 10 Muppet songs? Because I know it was in there somewhere. Hey, that song is starting to sound better, Danny. Moving right along, we've found a life on the highway, and your way is my way, so trust my navigation. California, here we come, the pie in the skyland, palm trees and warm sand. And sadly, we just left Rhode Island. We did what? Just forget it. Moving right along. Hey, LA, where have you gone? Send someone to fetch us. We're in Saskatchewan. Moving right along. You take it, you know best. Hey, I've never seen the sun come up in the west. For those not in the chat, Evan David tells us that the song is originally from the '79 Muppets movie, and And this version is taken from a cover album of Muppet songs. Who knew that existed? From the early 2000s, called the Green Album, for, I think, fairly obvious reasons. Evan David has sent a correction to his previous statement that it wasn't early 2000s and 2001, but 2011, or as I like to call it, 2011. Meanwhile, Bostart has just thought of the ultimate highway song, which I feel sure he's going to share with us. And Albert, if you're still here, good news. We have moved right along into a town called Hypocrisy, which is, I'm sure, where Kermit was heading in the first place. This is the Lost Prophets. From Liberation Transmission in 2006. Oh yeah, this is good. I'm glad I broke my own rules to play this song, even if I'm not sure if Albert's still in here to hear it with us. Who knows? Your feet, let it roll. From the album with the same name, of course. So I've just managed to add the entire album to the playlist, which was not the plan. It's been a while since I've done that level of silliness. Status quo? I don't see why not. I mean, other than the fact that who knows how long we've got, but we'll hopefully fit stuff in, more or less. So, chaps, as I know, which you probably do know, as I'm away next weekend, so there won't be a stream. The following weekend there might be, but it certainly won't be on a Saturday, so I'm not sure yet on that one either. Might do something weird like a Sunday morning, I don't know, but keep an eye out in the usual places, and I'll try and let you know. Right. Well, we're going to pretend that we think that we're fine to carry on playing songs and go back to Mr. Dillon for this rather excellent tune, which I'm sure we all agree. Ballad of a Thin Man. So not one that was written about me, unfortunately. Or is it fortunately, given the lyrics?
You walk into the room with your pencil in your hand. You see somebody naked and you say, "Who is that man?"
To be fair,
You try
when
so
people walk into a
hard,
room and there's a
but
naked man, it usually is
you
me.
don't understand.
They don't usually ask questions, they usually just run away.
Say when you get home, because something is happening.
No, my name is not John
here, but
Barron.
You don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones?
Love the menace in this track.
You raise up your head and you ask, "Is this where it is?" Then somebody points to you and says, "It's his."
It's not deliberately planned that way, Evan David, but it's nice to fit around your schedule as well.
And you say, "Oh my God, am I here all alone?" But something is happening and you don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones? You hand in your ticket and you go watch the geek.
Yeah, agreed, Bo Start.
When he hears you speak,
We won't talk about the other, the actually
"How does it feel to
vaguely
be
disgraced
such a freak?"
related
And
fellow.
you say impossible as he hands you a bone. And something is happening here, but you don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones?
Speaking of Who,
You have many
I still don't know if I'll ever do more Who on the channel because it really does confuse YouTube because it's so different from anything else that's on the channel. Not that it seems to cope with that anyway, so how not? Been vaguely toying with the idea of doing episodes about either the best or worst cliffhangers from Classic Who or the best or worst final scenes of seasons from Classic Who, not counting regeneration scenes because that would be too obvious. If either of you folks or anyone indeed has thoughts or observations on that sort of thing, feel free to say. And if you don't, keep still.
You're very well read, it's well known. But something is happening here and you don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones? Well, the sword swallower, he comes up to you and then he kneels. He crosses himself and then he clicks his high heels. And
Yes, that's true, Bosart, but I was going to nonetheless rule those out of contention.
And he says, "Here is your throat back, thanks for the loan." And you know something is happening, but you don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones?
I'd probably only be looking at doing, say, 5 of each, maybe.
Now,
If I did something
you
along
see
those
this
lines.
one-eyed midget shouting the word now, and you say, "For what reason?"
That was sparked by
And
somebody
he
talking to
says,
me about
"How?"
the season 13 box set
And
coming
you
out
say,
soon.
"What does this mean?" And he screams back, "You're a cow."
Can we comment on whether I think that the end of the Seed of Doom would be in the best or worst category?
And you know something's happening, but you don't know what it is. Do you,
Oh, I would definitely have to do it by strict broadcast order rather than intention.
Room like a camel, and then you frown. You put your eyes in your pocket and your nose on the ground.
I mean, this season 20 end with the King's Demons when it wasn't supposed to, so
You should be made to wear
it's one of many things to factor in.
Cause something is happening and you don't know what it is. Do you, Mr. Jones?
All right. Well, actually, let's stay here for one of my favourite singer-songwriters from his posthumous Rest in Blue album from 2021. Written Operation Desert Storm probably tells you when it was at least inspired, if not written.
Watching it from far away. All of us, look at all of us, living down under the law. Men dream while ages pass away. They read the words that were set in stone when they needed shelter from the storm.
Yeah, it wasn't the end of a season, Evan David, but the Master and the Daleks did turn up together in Frontier in Space, and it was ruined by a lot of things, mainly because of the terrible sandbag monster of doom that Barry Letts made them edit out most of, which meant the scene didn't make that much sense. And it was indeed a very wasted end of Roger Delgado, who just appeared to disappear and was never seen again, literally. I have to admit, I don't have a lot of posthumous albums in my collection, but this one, if you're a fan of the man, is so well done. Overseen, of course, by his daughter, who really knew what brought the best in her dad out. So she removed a lot of some of his bad synths that he was using at this point in time, and brought in musicians. Oh my God, we're done.